Hi, I'm Taiwo. I'm Nigerian, and I'm super excited to be here. Like when they told me they were doing the women webinar, I'm like, yay! Because we need more women. I don't think you have to be fully technical to apply for this. Because when I look at myself, for example, I'm not the most technical person. I do have a background in data science, but coding is like not my thing. So when I applied for MEST, I was building my first startup called Open Health, and it's a preventive healthcare platform, and I was building it right out of school. And coming out of that and then applying for it, I actually didn't know I was going to get in, and also the interview process was like really crazy. And like a lot of people, I think I applied like a few days before the deadline, and it was really interesting. I seriously did not know I was going to get in, but I think the main thing that made me apply was there's a part in the interview question where they ask you why are you applying for it, and then I thought to myself, so nowadays because of AI, you can really build a startup, you can build a prototype, you can build an MVP. But based on my research with MEST, what I know that it can provide me that I can't do by myself, and also being a self-taught builder, is that MEST can give me, and I like to call it like the trampoline for me to actually build a startup and then scale it globally. And that's what I wanted to do. So that was my reason for applying to MEST. And I can say it's been one of the best decisions I've made. I mean, I remember I stayed in Abuja and the interview was in Lagos. And when I got the invite for the interview, I was like, do I want to go to Lagos? Because I had not been to Lagos for like 7, 8 years. MEST was what took me to Lagos for the interview. And then the interview day. As an Abuja babe, oh my god, if you stay in Lagos, didn't I have to wake up like 4 a.m. just to go to the interview hotel? So like these are some of the experiences I can never forget. But I met some very interesting people. That's why I met my current co-founder Chidima. We met on that interview day, we started talking. I also met like other people that we are now friends, and we got into the course together. And yeah, if you guys get to the interview stage, you're going to meet Natasha. She will grill you, just be prepared. Because after the interview, I literally just got in a video call with my sister, and I was like, I'm not getting in, you guys. My interview was for like 1 hour plus, and if you see the questions they were asking me, and then I really felt really bad after the interview because I felt like, well, I was not committed enough to what I was building, to my dreams. But I think they wanted to actually know, do you have something special? Why are you applying for the program? And also because MEST is going to be investing a lot into you personally as an entrepreneur for you to grow. So they want to know, oh, is this person willing to risk it all? So yeah, and then I got into MEST. I was super excited. This is my first time coming to Ghana. I think Ghana is a very interesting country. I have my side comments, but they're the only one playing in the World Cup, so we are supporting all of them. But apart from that, I didn't think too much about wanting to relocate to Ghana. I was pretty cool with it. And yeah, I was also finishing up my NYSC. Those are also some of the things they asked in the interview because they also want to be sure of your time commitment. But so far into it, we came here in January and it's currently June. It's been 6 months, and it's honestly been one of the toughest but also the best period of my life. Like on Monday, I literally did a video on how tired and exhausted I was, like with the startup we're currently building, but also how at the same time we can't stop, we have to keep going, we have to keep executing, because that's the life we're choosing as entrepreneurs. And when you think about how the program progresses from January to now June, like the way you get into it, you start with orientation, then the training, the schedule, like your studios, the people you get to meet that actually impact you, the people you get to interact with. Like I always say that that's one of the best things about MEST. I don't think all throughout my life, I don't think I've spoken to as much people that I have. The number of people I've spoken to this year are more than 1,000 people. All throughout my life, I don't think I've spoken to that much people. But that's what MEST gives you. It gives you that environment of people that are already ahead of it that you can learn from, your peers that you guys can grow together, and then people you can inspire to be like them. So that's something very interesting. And then you work on a lot of beautiful projects. I remember before we agreed on this, my current startup, project called Scan Africa. What we were working on before was called Visible, and it was a very interesting project in the insurance market. And I know nothing about insurance, but yeah, I am going to market, talking to market women. You will do things that you've never done. Yeah, you will enter trotro. So, so just things like that, you will actually do them. You will enjoy doing them because no one is forcing you to be here. You're choosing to be here. And actually, when you think about how you as a person, you can grow into an entrepreneur, that the decisions you make can actually affect people's life, it can affect the planet, and it can affect the future of not just your peers but future generations to come. I think it puts that type of pressure but also responsibility on you to make you want to grow into a global leader, especially a global leader with AI. So whether you're technical, whether you are not, I feel like MEST is still going to train you to be better than you currently are. So that should not deter you from wanting to apply. When you are applying, just apply and put your best foot forward. Show why you should be selected. Also show why you think you're going to build the next big company as a female, as an African, as a woman. Like that should really show. And I need more women to apply. I need more women to get into tech. I need more women to get into AI because I think some of those words scare us where it's not really that deep. Yeah, we need more women building tech startups, building businesses, and I feel like I'll be really, really excited to see some of you really get in and then build something really awesome. So yeah, thank you so much for having me. I hope my excitement was able to come through because I am really, really excited about this, and yeah, all the best, you guys. Bye.